All right, niños and niñas, we are in lesson 2-6. You should be on a whiteboard or a separate sheet of paper following along. All right, let's listen.
Math message. Solve. You have 4 packages of pencils. There are 6 pencils in each package. How many pencils in all? Show your thinking with drawings, words, or number models.
Okay, so let's figure out what we know first. You have 4 packages of pencils. So already you know how many groups you can draw if it says 4 packages of pencils. I wonder if we know how many are in each group. There are 6 pencils in each package, right? A package is a group of something, so there's 6 in each. You know you have 4 packages of 6 pencils. Anyone wants to know how many in all? And when we hear in all, we mean all together. So, show your thinking with drawing, words, or number model. If you're not sure, I would start with a picture. Draw your groups and draw how many go in each group, not all together. Draw this out right now. When you're done, unpause me. I will go through it together. All right, if you are back, you have solved this problem. Okay, the first solution I'm going to draw is I'm just going to start with 4 packages of pencils because why not? And I could put 6 tallies in or 6 circles or whatever I want to do, but I'm just going to put this number 6 because I know that there are 6 in each, right? 6 pencils in each package. And if this is package 1, 2, 3, and 4, there's 6 in each of them. Okay, what would my number model look like? Well, I'm counting 6 how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 6. And you're like, ooh, do I know how to count 6 4 times? Well, we know what 6 plus 6 is. That's 12. And look at this. I see another 2 groups left. 6 plus 6 is 12. Look at that. We have a fact pair. 12 plus 12. What does 12 plus 12 equal? 24. So that means 4 times 6 equals 24. Awesome. Maybe you just started with this number model right away. That works for me too. Or you could have done words. Could you have done array? Could I have done 4 groups and I made 4 rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, arrays are an arranged line of dots or X's. So I have 4 rows, right? 4. Now I need 6 in each row. But remember, we have to count this first one as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, that's row 1. Then I have to do the same thing with the rest of my rows. And then I could come up with a number model for my array. So which way was more efficient, would you say? Me drawing out all of these circles. I'm not even done drawing my circles. Or was it quicker to do our groups and then add them on the side? I would say probably my groups on the side. But right here, I have 4 rows. And up here, I have 6 in each row. So again, my number model would be 4 times 6. And we know that 4 times 6 equals 24. Fact families means we use the same 3 numbers to double check our answer. So 4, 6, 24. Well, if 4 times 6 equals 24, then 6 times 4 would equal 24. That's like saying the exact same thing. If 6 times 4 equals 24, then if we just flip-flop them around 4 times 6, it has to equal the same thing. That's like if we took 24 and we divided it into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. If I took 24 and I did 4 equal groups and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I kept tallying all the way till I counted to 24. Do you know how many I would have in each group? Well, I would have 6 because I know 4 times 6 equals 24, so 24 divided by 4 has to equal 6. Fact families, 2, 4, 6, or 24, 4, and 6, 24, 4, and 6. They all interchange. All right, good. Now we're going to learn a different multiplication, and let's look at this one. So still in this separate sheet of paper, your whiteboard, it says 1 package of marbles. It says 1 package of marbles. How many marbles do you have? Well, there's 45 marbles per bag, per package. How many marbles do you have if you have one package? If you have one bag of marbles, how many marbles do you have? Well, picture this. Here's my bag of marbles, and there's 45 in each bag. How many marbles do you have? 1 times 45. That's like counting 45 one time. Guess what? You only have 45 marbles. So niñoses and niñases, every time you multiply a number by 1, every time you multiply a number by 1, it's like counting it one time. So it is always the answer. The number you are multiplying by 1 is always itself. So if I count 45 one time, it's always 45. You could take 1 times 1,000. Guess what our answer is? If you count 1,000 one time, you get 1,000. Any number times 1 is always that number. So niñoses and niñases, boys and girls, what's 1 times 18, right? My favorite number. What's 1 times 18? Well, we count this number one time, so it has to be itself. If you said 18, you are correct. Awesome. Let's go on to the next one. Get your boards ready. Again, you have 0 packages of marbles. How many marbles do you have? That's like saying 0 times 45. How much do you have? Well, guess what? Here's me drawing my packages. You don't have any packages. So if you don't have any packages of marbles, guess how many marbles you have? None. Here's your rule. Any number times 0, any number times 0 is always 0. If you have 0 of a number, you still have 0. 0 times 1,000 is still what? Oh, this is a bad 1,000. It's still what? It's still 0. Oops. It's still 0. Why? Because if I have nothing, I can't have 1,000, right? I just have 0. What is 0 times 18? If I count 18 0 times, or I have 0 groups of 18, I have nothing, because 0 is nothing. Same if I go 4 times 0, right? That's like saying we're counting 0 4 times. Well, if you count 0, 0 is always going to be 0. So if you ever have 0 in a multiplication problem, if you always have this 0 here, multiplying by it, your answer is always going to be 0, right? If you multiply by 1, it's always that number. If you multiply by 0, it is always, how many times? Always 0. Okay, awesome job with this one. Send the picture to your teacher. Hopping over to the next video.